Good evening, everyone. My name is Judge Anthony C. Kiriakopoulos, also known as Judge Tony, and I have the honor of welcoming you to the Hellenic Foundation's 10th Annual Grant Award Ceremony. This year, new to the 2025 grant application process was the Early Determination Grant Opportunity for schools. This allowed approved grant recipients to use their funding as early as the start of the new school year. Let me be the first to congratulate all of tonight's 61 grant recipients. Over $785,000 in grants this year will be awarded tonight. This is a record for the foundation. It is from your programs that we draw inspiration. We are so grateful to help further your efforts in benefiting the Greek and Pan-Orthodox communities here in the Chicagoland area. At this time, I would like to invite our president, Mr. James Sakoulas, to say a few words.
Good evening, Kalispera, and thank you for joining us on such a beautiful night of celebrating our 61 grantees. We've come a long way in 72 years, doing our best as stewards of the Hellenic Foundation to position it as the cornerstone within the Greek and Pan-Orthodox communities here in Chicagoland, caring for our youth and elderly alike, modernizing our churches and institutions, supporting the underserved, and uplifting and honoring our Hellenic roots. This has and will always be our top priority, and we thank each and every one of you who have made this possible, not only because we are standing on the shoulders of giants, but because it takes a village to move mountains. You are that village. It is my honor to introduce to you another cornerstone within our community, His Excellency, Mr. Emmanuel Koubarakis, the Consul General of Greece in Chicago. He has made Chicago his honorary home, visiting our churches, attending our Hellenic institution openings, galas, events, and dining at our restaurants amongst everyone in our community. There is not an area of Greece in Chicago that has not been touched by his warm presence. Please welcome the Consul General, Mr. Koubarakis.
Since our arrival in Chicago, we have seen how deeply the Hellenic Foundation strengthens our community, supporting our churches, institutions, and cultural life. Their generosity brings people together and keeps our heritage alive. Together with the Consulate General of Greece in Chicago, we have carried out joint initiatives such as Seniors Day, offering monthly consular services exclusively to our elderly citizens of our community from parishes in Chicago and its suburbs. And now, Sine Ellada, our new monthly Greek film series that celebrates contemporary Greek creativity. We are very grateful for everything they do. Πάντα με αγάπη για την Ελλάδα και την ομογένεια.
Thank you, Consul General, for your thoughtful words. We are truly grateful for your service. The Greek Consulate of Chicago has never played a more important role in our community than it has under your direction. Now, I realize tonight is about our grant recipients and the impact that their programs have in our community. However, it is important to know that our grant program is half of what we do at Hellenic. We continue our philanthropic efforts to shelter, clothe, and when needed, bury individuals from our community, all in collaboration with Metropolis of Chicago's Philoptikos Philanthropic Committee, chaired by Kathy Ciavellis. We partner with organizations and individuals to create important initiatives in our community. And we provide in-home care for over 300 seniors in their homes and employ over 270 care aides. The importance of our in-home care program through the Illinois Department on Aging Community Care Program cannot be overstated. Every net dollar realized from this program goes directly toward our grant and initiative programs. Why is the in-home care program so important to the Hellenic Foundation? because retaining one's dignity and quality of life are essential for all senior citizens, regardless of their financial needs. These are the motivating reasons why the Hellenic Foundation began its in-home care program in 1996. For seniors who qualify for Medicaid, we're able to provide the services that allow them to remain in their homes rather than transitioning to a nursing home. Maintaining social contact with friends and with family is critically important for their emotional well-being. Today, Hellenic's in-home care program proudly serves over 300 clients across Chicagoland. They come from many diverse cultures and speak multiple languages. The quality of care that we provide can be directly attributed to a staff that is committed to treating our clients as family. On a daily basis, our staff addresses the needs and the concerns of our senior clients with the same compassion, empathy, and patience that they have for their own loved ones. That's because each client is a member of our Hellenic family. This is what separates our in-home care program from the other providers. This is what reflects the values of the Hellenic Foundation.
If you're looking for support in caring for your loved one, the Hellenic Foundation is here for you. To qualify for our free services, clients must be 60 years or older, live in Illinois, be eligible for Medicaid, and meet low income requirements. For families who do not qualify for Medicaid, we also offer private pay options. Whether you're looking for in-home care services or hoping to be compensated for caring for your loved one, contact us today or visit our website to get started.
Although the Hellenic Grant Program has awarded over $4 million during the past 9 years, Hellenic has the financial stability and capacity to do more. We have the opportunity to create and fund initiative programs outside of the grant program, either on a self-funded basis or in collaboration with other like-minded organizations, foundations, and individuals. Since the initiatives are not tied to the grant program cycle, they can be funded as needed for maximum community benefit, and then have them transition into the grant program cycle, such as OCF Chicago. We noticed over 15 local colleges had individual OCF chapters, functioning as if in silos with no interaction. OCF Chicago funds the events and the transportation to the events that provide the opportunities for Orthodox students to gather and interact. This creates an important social and religious support structure for these students. They have the opportunity to share and develop their religious values in comfortable settings and still be able to enjoy larger scale fellowship, such as OCF cruises on Lake Michigan, Blackhawk games, meals and discussion groups at different Orthodox parishes throughout the city, with the cost of transportation reimbursed. It has been a blessing to witness the connections made across these chapters, forming a more unified pan-Orthodox college community. Addressing the needs of seniors is a top priority at Hellenic. Therefore, the concern for those with impaired hearing required our attention. Socialization is a critical issue for seniors, and hearing impairment directly affects a senior's social interaction. Having researched the value of the hearing loop system, we offer to cover the complete cost of installation of this important system to each of the 24 churches in the Chicagoland area, and have installed the hearing loop system at the request of 18 churches in the past year. Once installed, those using hearing aids are able to enjoy the liturgy and sacraments and clearly hear the gospel readings, sermons, and chanting without ambient noise and distractions. In addition, this offers the opportunity for continued fellowship in the church. The positive feedback and appreciation that we have received following installation have more than validated the importance of this initiative. We are now in the third year of the Golden Circle Senior Bus Program. This program provides opportunities for seniors to socialize with their friends, to get on a bus and laugh, tell jokes, and sing as they travel to anywhere they want to go. The value of pareja. Let's take a look.
A lot of times what we find with the older generation is what I usually think about when Jesus Christ said, "I was in prison and you visited me." For individuals that are stuck at home with no one visiting them and nowhere to go, it feels like prison. But now that we have the ability, thanks to the Hellenic Foundation and the Golden Circle program, of being able to say, there's a bus, it's paid for. All you have to do is come. Opportunities like this to get out, to see your friends, to worship together in churches, whether it's your own or others, whether it's to come to a fun cultural phenomenon or event, this is something that is very special and life-giving to these individuals. It brings the spirit of their church and their community back into their lives. And so this is not just a gift, it's life-saving for these individuals.
The Golden Circle is an initiative by the Hellenic Foundation. It's been a great outlet as well as outreach for our community. It's elderly to participate in visiting other parishes, also travel in other ministry activities, go to monasteries, help in different facets, even the greater community. And it has really opened our borders and our walls to get to know our fellow parishioners and our fellow community members outside of our parish and to celebrate a feast day or an activity that they had offering.
At the St. Iacovos Retreat Center, the Golden Circle program has really allowed us to reach a much broader audience that might not be able to come up and visit us on their own, but through this program, they have the ability to come and spend an entire day with us.
Well, today there are 6 busloads that have come to celebrate Bright Friday and the Feast of the Chapel, which is the life-giving font. They are welcomed and there's a nice luncheon and they can see the grounds and it's a beautiful sunny day for everyone. And the seniors, we want to be inclusive. They are part of our community. They really were our mentors and we need to have them there with us always.
My ayah used to say, "Εκεί που είσαι ήμουνα, εδώ που είμαι θα έρθεις," which translates to, "There where you are, I was, and here where I am, you are coming."
I was amazed at the enthusiasm and the joy that these seniors had once they arrived, got on the bus, and started with a prayer, with the Our Father, and then immediately it was like a natural instinct for them to start chanting the salutations to the Virgin Mary. It was a beautiful thing.
The Golden Circle has provided opportunity for fellowship. As soon as you step onto that bus, there are people from multi-parishes in the South Side that we've been able to bring together, and I feel like it's strengthened the South Side community that much more.
The Golden Circle has allowed for the South Side Vicariate to truly become one and truly be together with their brothers and sisters from throughout the rest of the metropolis, and having the metropolis be one family.
The Hellenic Foundation has been nothing but encouraging, promoting, and being a vanguard to say, we want to support you. Many times with ministries, particularly philanthropic ministries for the less fortunate, don't necessarily get the highlight or the spotlight and are not able to do things without having help. That is something that as a parent, as a priest, as a man, I find galvanating in my soul, and it makes me so happy. I pray to God that Peter and the rest of the Hellenic Foundation are always blessed to be able to continue to do the good work that they do.
We are proud to have collaborated with the Hellenic Bar Association to create Hellas, which provides critically needed pro bono legal services, with the Metropolis of Chicago providing Project Hope bus program, the Olga Kenningberg Czar Living Trust, funding the Shelter Impact Program, providing shelter for women and seniors in critical situations, with Dr. Peter Panton and the creation of the Austin Community Outreach Scholarship Program. With the Greek Consulate of Chicago, the Sine Elada program, bringing a Greek film series to Chicago. Most important, Hellenic is evolving to develop new opportunities for such important partnerships. And now I'd like to share an Hellenic initiative that is very meaningful to our board, the Philoxenia Charities Summer Projects.
There's no greater canaries that this ministry could have than 18 to 20 to 25 youth in our metropolis talking about philoxenia. I mean, the fact that it's even in their mind and on the tip of their tongues, talk about canaries, and then now, once they go back and they talk, other groups are gonna want to, and they're gonna hear, and that's the most amazing piece. I mean, I don't think there's any greater efforts that we can do than having children come out here and be a part of this process.
We're going to go in a few minutes, and Tim Kelly is going to give us some instructions on painting and the project, and we're going to split you all up into groups. And then I think the big thing to think about today is quality, not quantity. So we really want the paint job to look amazing so that when our guests come, they feel like they can relax and enjoy the home. So if that means it's going to take you extra time to make it look good, we're good with that.
The Philoxenia House provides so much hope to people, especially those who are going through difficult illnesses, long-term, short-term, and this home provides hope. It really is an extension of what the church is. The church is named after the Holy Anagiri, the unmercenaries, which means to offer mercy without expecting anything in return, and that's exactly what this home does. It houses people that are receiving treatment, and they don't have to pay a dime. These are the events that really strengthen the bond of these kids, and for them to see orthodoxy being put into practice, I think means the world to them. I see the team building, the faith that is cultivated, the opportunities for our young Orthodox Christians to connect with each other. I think it's invaluable to what they get out of this whole experience.
As they come here and they cross the threshold into the house, their healing begins. The stress of where to stay, the stress of privacy, the stress of just being able to come down and grab a meal leaves. It's their home.
I remember the day she told me she had cancer, and it felt like the world just had stopped. Like I should go, flying out my window, just everything was gonna stop, I don't think I really show it that much, but it causes a strain, just a overarching strain on your life, kind of. Just knowing that, my mom could die in the next 2-3 weeks, She has a terminal illness, but I just try to be as strong as I can for her. The world doesn't stop, the mortgage bills keep coming in. So being so close to something like a terminal illness here, that I could really appreciate these houses for what they do, because you need a place that you can call home, that you can go at the end of the day and say, okay, I'm in my room, I'm here with my family, I'm here now, it's okay. You need that sense of security. This is what the charity is providing here for these families, and I think it's such a wonderful thing.
You never know what someone's going through and what their family's going through, emotionally, physically, money-wise, health-wise, you never know. And just knowing that if people are in a worse situation and they don't know when their next meal is gonna be, that they don't have to worry about spending money with either their bills or food.
It means a lot to be able to come down here and help and paint houses and just give back to the community. It's the least I could do.
Like how God says, respect everyone and love everyone. That's how you're supposed to be. Just love everyone and respect everyone.
We provide for them in their time of need. If they can't get a place for themselves, we're here.
I can't even begin to formulate words on what the Hellenic Foundation has done to help make this trip affordable. Between the bus and the hotel and materials, it adds up very quickly. And the Hellenic Foundation's donation and generosity of their donation has made it much easier for us to be a part of this.
I definitely encourage you to try and talk to your priest about going on one of these trips because, you know, we're doing manual labor, but I mean, it's so much more than that. It's so much more fun, and you know, it really deepens your experience as an Orthodox Christian to be here helping.
The Hellenic Foundation has always understood the importance of loving our neighbors and offering hospitality to those in need. As we just watched, Philoxenia Charities and so many of our grant recipients are doing exactly that, providing meaningful support to those who need it most.
A hot meal or a bag of groceries means more than we may realize. Many of our churches have developed feeding ministries, and we cannot understate how important and impactful they truly are. The people who come to receive food often receive something much greater, hope and love.
Through our grant recipients, such as St. John the Baptist, Feed My Neighbor, St. George Hot Meals to Go, the Veterans Closet Meal Program of the Philoptochos of St. Demetrius in Libertyville, and Assumption's Austin Community Outreach, this compassion goes far beyond feeding. It fills hearts and souls.
The Hellenic Foundation remains inspired by the dedication and commitment of the grant recipient programs.
And at this time, we would like to introduce our grant chairman, William Franis.
Hope comes in many shapes and sizes. Whether it is a meal, a backpack, or a bike, we are here to recognize its greater potential by helping these programs grow. Let's see how St. Basil's Comfort Care packages have been providing hope to their neighboring hospitals.
The first appointment is terrifying to patients who are starting chemotherapy or radiation therapies. They're frightened, they're upset, they don't know what's going to happen. They don't know what the future holds, and to receive a gift from St. Basil at that time is so comforting and so impactful.
As president, I'm always looking for ways to give our chapter new philanthropic projects, and it dawned on me, we have all these hospitals, and we should be doing something with them. We've done many little projects, nothing ongoing before. We're friends of the poor by definition, and even though many of the patients we're helping right now aren't poor, they're suffering, emotionally or physically or both. And if we can ease that in the tiniest little way, then that goes to everything we've been taught about philanthropy. It isn't how much you give, it's what you do. And it's truly something we were hoping would just give them that moment when they're scared to relax a little bit.
When I was assigned to St. Basil, His Eminence Metropolitan Nathaniel told me that your #1 priority at St. Basil should be to help the hospitals and those who are sick. And when Comfort Care Project was proposed, I was very, very excited because it's exactly what St. Basil should be doing, providing help for people who are infirmed.
You guys give those bags and donate those bags to the patient, it just lights them up.
It makes them feel I actually have somebody in my corner, somebody who has my back to support me.
The sense of just like relief or just ease that you can see through like their body language and just even their demeanor is is huge.
Being able to give them this bag and seeing they smile on their face, it makes us happy because we're doing something right to make them feel comfortable, make them feel happy.
The package brightens their day and makes them a bit more comfortable. And some of them are homeless, so that's why we've had the toiletry bags where we have dry shampoo on their body and facial wipes so they can kind of take a dry shower. And then we have like the lotion, so they're getting radiation. It helps protect the skin because the radiation kind of burns the skin on the inside, but also on the outside as well. So all that plays together. For people who have so little, getting just anything, they're appreciative.
The Hellenic Foundation has truly been a blessing for us. When we applied for the grant, we only had one hospital, but because of the grant, we've been able to expand the number of hospitals and expand our reach in the area.
I wasn't aware of what this would mean to me. I leave here very impressed of how it's going to affect the people that are receiving this, and we don't think about them enough. And I'm very happy that I came today.
No one ever knows how much another is suffering without asking the right questions and having an awareness of someone's circumstances. This is why we are excited to support programs like the Orthodox Church in America's Thriving in Ministry and the Assembly of Bishops Peace of Mind program, as they offer approaches to mental health on the parish level and also for clergy and their families. Let's take a look.
The clergy life can be a very lonely one. As part of a clergy family, we are around people all the time, but it's hard to connect with people because we are set apart in some ways. And this ministry has allowed for us as clergy families to find connection with other clergy families in a way where we can find community in a safe place and grow spiritually together. My husband is on call all the time. People need him for everything from visiting the sick, baptizing their children. He counsels people through divorces. He is a part of milestone events in people's lives constantly. And that can be very challenging for our family because he is often not available to us.
Being a priest's wife is a very big blessing from God. There are many, many things about it that are so beautiful. Of course, it also is it's a cross. There are a lot of expectations as a priest's wife that people will put on you, and sometimes it's not even things that they will outright say to you. It's just kind of more that you learn about them as with comments that people make. They're positive comments, but when they come out, I'm like, okay, so people are watching this and they're watching that, and what time I arrived in church and things like that. And it's hard to find a balance. You want to find a family balance. You want to kind of have a level of privacy for your family. So it's just kind of part of the life.
The beauty of thriving in ministry is because they're in a trusting, cohesive group, they can have some vulnerability and they can share some things that they really aren't comfortable sharing in other environments. And so by coming together in this trusting, loving way, they experienced growth.
Realizing that so many of the things that I thought were just things that I struggled with were very commonplace. And so it's incredibly empowering just to say, yeah, me too, I feel that way too. How can we move on and how can we help each other? What has worked for you?
This ministry, I think, entered my life at the time where I really needed it, and I actually didn't realize how much I needed it until I joined it. I always come back with just a wealth of new information and just ideas of kind of what to think about in the coming months.
I am profoundly grateful to the Hellenic Foundation for recognizing and supporting clergy in multiple ways. right? So Thriving in Ministry reaches clergy and their wives at the level of education and support around living out the faith within the parish. Peace of Mind is a fabulous program offered by the Assembly of Bishops Mental Health Ministries that teaches clergy how to identify mental health crises and where to refer those individuals who need mental health support. Now, they don't get a class on that in seminary.
Peace of Mind is a part of our mental health ministries. We've teamed up with the National Council for Mental Wellbeing, and what we've done is we've taken mental health first aid and we've combined it with our own proprietary orthodox bridging. And so what we do is we contextualize this scientifically based, proven system that's done in 25 different countries around the world or more, and we've made it available and accessible to Orthodox Christians in understanding mental health within the context of the faith. That program just gives you the CPR level training for how to deal with people who are going through a mental health challenge or crisis, and how to help stabilize that situation and help them get the help that they need.
We have such a mental health crisis in our country, and it's essential for us to be able to recognize and deal with situations that arise in our parishes, in our families, in our neighborhoods.
Priests play so many different roles, right? They're spiritual guides, they give us the sacraments, but a lot of times they're also having to play the role of a counselor, even though they may not be trained in mental health techniques. People come to them to confide in them, to get guidance and support. And so if we can give them any types of tools to engage in their own self-care, to feel more confident so that they feel equipped to help and support in all of those ways that they may need and situations that they might find themselves in when they're working with their parishioners. We're teaching them how to approach in an appropriate way to make a comfortable environment for someone. These topics can be really difficult to talk about. We're teaching them listening non-judgmentally, using those skills to make sure that they're not talking in a way that will be unhelpful or that they're not shutting down a conversation, because it can be so delicate and difficult to create an environment where someone feels comfortable opening up.
The Hellenic Foundation has allowed us to roll out Peace of Mind in the Chicagoland area on a scale that we haven't been able to in any other city around the country. We've been able to subsidize those programs and get many of the clergy, and by the time we're done, hopefully all of the clergy in the Chicagoland area trained, and hopefully some of the lay leaders in the area trained.
The beauty of both of these programs, Peace of Mind and Thriving in Ministry, is recognizing that clergy and their wives want to do a really great job, and sometimes they need additional skills, and they also need a place to talk about the challenges with their peers.
This program tonight is about celebrating your organization and also about introducing you to one another to discover where your missions overlap and how there might be an opportunity to work together. Over the years, we have witnessed amazing collaborations. As an example, Assumption's Austin Community Outreach has received bikes and backpacks from the Chicago Bike Project and HEPA Chapter 205 to support their after-school program. Let's take a look at another collaboration between our Grant Recipients, Team Belong, and the Z-Life organization.
The Z-Life organization, which Z, it was Zoe, it meant to live. You go through something, like myself, I was in a car accident, and the fact that I can continue to live and with hope. So the Z-Life brings hope, but more importantly, we provide information, we inform, we engage in the community, but we engage with people, and we live. Because as a Greek Brazilian that I am, it's all about having fun with a disability. Over the years, I've come to see so many amazing things happen that I've been able to touch and do And I sincerely feel humble that God has chosen me to take on this journey, because this journey has made so much difference. It's a sense of purpose. Like, when you wake up in the morning and you say, what am I here for? Not why did it happen? What am I doing today to make a difference? So today, 400 people came out to the beach, and they ate, they drank, they swam, they played some ball, bingo. That's community.
Z-Life is the center of so many of the activities, again, bringing people together. I didn't realize this is the 14th year, that this isn't something new or some idea. This is a tradition, something that people look forward to, enjoy seeing each other. This is my first time here, and I am absolutely amazed by all the people that we know, that we've met, and all the new people in this community that we've had a chance to talk to, all brought together by Z-Life.
So he made the list this year for 14 years.
Oh, I didn't know. I was told not to come. I was on the no-fly list.
Yeah. So we finally allowed him to come.
Meeting other parents in the same situation helps tremendously with our emotional support, because we all understand what we're going through. And events such as these are very important, not only for awareness, but for socialization, for developing relationships, friendships, dancing, having fun, being outdoors. And it also connects to the ministry that we do in the Greek Orthodox Church, which is Team Belong, that every ability may belong, because everybody feels the need to belong somewhere, and this event helps that.
You know, there's a lot of work back here, but then you see one kid, one adult who says, this was my summer highlight. You say, you know what, it's well worth it. And that's what God hooks me in for the next year. I'm in, okay, I got you. And that's what it does, you know? It's all it takes, it's just one person to say, you made a difference. I've seen many of those examples. So we were very blessed to get the Hellenic Foundation grant this year. A portion of that grant went to the Z-Life and our beach party, Beyond the Waters beach party, and it also went to the partnership of the Chicago No Limits Fishing. What this allows us to do is to really put out the word out to the entire community and invite them over.
Any kind of a need people had, we've been able to meet it. There's not been a single person who hasn't been able to fish or get on our boat in the 3 years we've been out there.
That's where the name came from, in essence. Chicago No Limits Fishing. No physical barriers, attitudinal barriers, structural barriers, and no financial barriers. And this is a way for people to come together, and we could have somebody that's been dealing with a disability for 30, 40 years, and somebody on the boat that is 1 year post. So there's creating that network, understanding what services are available, so developing relationships, friendships, etc. So it goes beyond fishing. First, we'd just like to thank them for including us with this grant, and if it wasn't for Z-Life Foundation, this event wouldn't happen.
At this time, I would like to invite our grant chairman, William Vranis, as well as our executive board committee member, Joanne Stavrakis, to present the 2025 grant awards.
On behalf of the entire board of directors, it is my honor to introduce to you our 2025 recipients. I want to thank all of our board and grant committee members who gave their time and talent to interview and vet all of this year's grant applicants. I also want to thank all of the grant recipients for the meaningful programs that they are providing for our people in our community, both young and old. The AHEPA 13th District Scholarship Program offers annual merit and need-based scholarships to Greek American students pursuing higher education. The 2025 Hellenic Foundation Grant Award will expand the program's scholarship funds and ensure continued support for students with financial need from the Chicago area. The AHEPA Chapter 205 Midwest Hellenic History Tournament is an annual educational competition that promotes Greek heritage and history among students from the 8th to 12th grades. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help fund the 2026 tournament, expand participation, and student awards. The AHEPA 205 Back to School Backpack Drive provides new backpacks filled with school supplies to underprivileged elementary and middle school students across Chicagoland. The grant from the Hellenic Foundation helped AHEPA 205 expand their program's reach by 1,000 backpacks to these students this year. The All Saints Greek Orthodox Greek School has been recently revived and focused on educational program teaching Greek language and culture to children ages 3 to 10. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help fund technology, classroom supplies, and curricular materials that will enhance instruction and expand learning opportunities. The American Farm School's Greek Summer Program is a 4-week educational and cultural immersion experience in Greece for high school students, emphasizing leadership, community service, and cross-cultural hearing. The Hellenic Foundation grant will cover one Chicago student's full participation in the 2026 program based on financial need.
The Annunciation Greek Orthodox Cathedral's Community Outreach Program partners with the Connection for Abused Women and Their Children to provide essential kits and support to women and children affected by domestic violence. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help fund the program's budget, expanding its volunteer-driven outreach and impact. The Annunciation Greek Orthodox Cathedral of Chicago aims to enhance its growing Greek language program for children and adults through new technology, curriculum, and training. The Hellenic Foundation grant will fully fund educational materials, equipment, and cultural resources. The Peace of Mind Youth Program, led by the Assembly of Canonical Orthodox Bishops, provides mental health, first aid training to Orthodox youth leaders and camp staff to better support young people in crisis. The Hellenic Foundation grant will fund training sessions in 2026, equipping up to 60 Chicagoland youth ministry leaders with vital mental health skills. The Assumption Greek Orthodox Church's Austin Community Outreach Program addresses food insecurity and fosters community connection on Chicago's West Side through hot meals, youth program, and senior support. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help cover their budget in order to sustain its monthly meal service and after-school initiatives. The Center for Enriched Living Assessment Reimbursement Program helps individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities assess personalized life skills, employment, and social programs. The Hellenic Foundation grant will fund assessments for up to 5 Greek community members, removing financial barriers to participation.
The Daughters of Penelope 13th District Scholarship Foundation continues their 4-decade tradition of providing scholarships to deserving Greek American students in the Chicago area. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help fund the scholarship program for 2025-26 to deserving students from our community. The Faith Tree Resources Super Saints Vacation Bible School program provides Orthodox Christian parishes with a ready-to-use summer curriculum to engage children in faith-based learning. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help fund curriculum kits, training, and materials to Chicago area Greek Orthodox parishes by summer 2026 for Vacation Bible School programs. The Greek American Rehab and Care Center is dedicated to having the best rehabilitation equipment for their residents. The Hellenic Foundation grant will go towards the purchase of an OmniCycle Connect rehabilitation machine, enhancing therapy options for residents with limited mobility and supporting its mission of compassionate, high-quality care. The Philoptochos of Metropolis of Chicago provides weekly meals to homeless individuals in downtown Chicago through their long-standing Feed the Hungry program. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help cover their meal service commitment to the community. Greek Orthodox Ladies Philoptochos Society Metropolis of Chicago seeks to modernize its website to improve communication, resource sharing, and visibility across its 34 chapters. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help cover the project cost for a full website rebuild and ongoing maintenance to ensure the best possible communication with their over 3,000 Philoptochos members.
Hellenic American Academy aims to upgrade its preschool environment with new furniture, outdoor play equipment, and bilingual cultural materials. The grant from the Hellenic Foundation will help to modernize facilities and enrich early childhood Greek language and cultural education. The Hellenic Link Midwest Lecture Program is a long-running lecture series that fosters intellectual and cultural enrichment through presentations on Greek history, literature, science, and art. The Hellenic Foundation grant will support 2 lectures by visiting scholars in 2026. The Holy Apostles Greek Heritage School serves the community by promoting language preservation and Orthodox Christian values through immersive instruction to their 89 students. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help fund the purchase of Greek textbooks and materials to support the instructional needs of its school. The Holy Cross Greek Orthodox Church's Sophocles Greek School combines faith and culture education through classes, workshops, and hands-on learning experiences. The school grant from the Hellenic Foundation will fund educational workshops, cultural activities, and student field trips to enhance their instruction and learning. National Hellenic Museum's next stage of education features an interactive exhibit called Everyday Ancients. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help fund the exhibit and as well as their hands-on history field trip transportation program, enhancing youth access to Greek culture and history education.
The National Hellenic Society's Heritage Greece program is a 2-week immersive educational and cultural program that connects Greek American college students with their heritage through study and travel in Greece. The Hellenic Foundation grant will go towards 15 Chicago area participants as Hellenic Foundation scholars for the 2026 session based on financial need. Orthodox Christian Alumni in Action of the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign supports Orthodox student life through faith, fellowship, and service programming at the university. The Hellenic Foundation grant will fund technology, study room improvements, and community building activities for students and encourage gatherings of their OCF Orthodox Christian Fellowship. The 2026 conference of the Orthodox Christian Association of Medicine, Psychology, and Religion, OCAMPR, will unite Orthodox clergy and health professionals for interdisciplinary dialogue and faith-based learning. The Hellenic Foundation grant will support scholarships, video production, and conference accessibility for the 2026 conference. The Orthodox Church in America's Thriving in Ministry program fosters the spiritual health and professional resilience of clergy and clergy wives through peer learning and mentorship. The Hellenic Foundation grant will support Chicagoland clergy peer groups to encourage long-term sustainability, expand facilitator training, and strengthen the leadership and pastoral effectiveness of the clergy of our parishes. Orthodox Youth and Young Adult Ministries is expanding its ministry support coordinator model in Chicagoland, strengthening youth and young adult engagement through full-time leadership, parish collaboration, and college outreach with the help of the Hellenic Foundation grant.
The Pan-Hellenic Scholarship Foundation provides scholarships to Greek American undergraduate students based on their merit and financial needs since 2002. Once again, the Hellenic Foundation grant will fund a need-based scholarship as part of the Pan-Hellenic Scholarship Foundation's annual awards program. The Pan-Hellenic Scholarship Foundation's annual winter mentorship luncheon connects Pan-Hellenic alumni and Greek American professionals for networking and career development. The grant from the Hellenic Foundation will cover all event costs, including venue, media, and materials. The Philoptochos Society of St. Demetrius Libertyville provides over 400 hot meals monthly to veterans in Lake County through the Midwest Veterans Closet. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help pay for the cost of food, packaging, and supplies and help grow their reach. The Philoxenia Charities in Minnesota provides free lodging to Orthodox Christian patients receiving treatment at the Mayo Clinic through their Hospitality Network program. The Hellenic Foundation grant will fund lodging, hospitality, and outreach to those coming from Chicago parishes. The Plato Academy's Bringing Language and the Arts to Life program integrates Greek language learning with theater, music, and dance to enhance fluency and cultural engagement among students. The Hellenic Foundation grant will fund costumes and equipment for this creative initiative.
The Correas Elementary School of Saints Constantine and Helen of Palos Hills' primary goal is to promote intellectual development, reinforce cultural awareness and social responsibility, and to instill the moral and ethical values of the Orthodox Christian faith. The Hellenic Foundation grant will support the updating of the school's social, emotional learning, and math curriculum. St. Peter and Paul Greek Orthodox Church's Agapi School seeks to enhance interactive instruction by purchasing Vibe smart boards for its classrooms. The Hellenic Foundation grant will fund this technology expansion and help improve student engagement and teacher collaboration. St. Athanasius Greek Orthodox Church partnered with Hesed House, Illinois' second largest homeless shelter, to provide meals, supplies, and move-in kits for residents transitioning to independence. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help fund this program in order to continue this important ministry. The Philoptochos of St. Basil Greek Orthodox Church provides cancer patients with comfort care bags through their Comfort Care project. Each bag will contain wellness and personal care items distributed through Chicago area hospitals. St. Basil Philoptochos will use the grant from the Hellenic Foundation to help expand their outreach to deliver over 400 bags annually. St. Demetrius Greek Orthodox Church aims to update and modernize the rented payment systems with permanent point-of-sale equipment to reduce costs and improve fundraising efficiency. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help fund the point-of-sale modernization project.
St. Demetrius Greek Orthodox of Elmhurst Pythagoras Greek School plans to implement Elinopoula, an online platform for Greek language and cultural learning. The Hellenic Foundation grant will cover software licenses, training, and platform launch costs. The St. Demetrius Greek Orthodox Church in Libertyville has initiated a new outreach program called Northern Lake County Great Commission Program. The goal is to expand Orthodox Christian presence in Northern Lake County through in-person programs, social media, and community events. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help fund the church's efforts in this program. The Chicago Bike Project of St. George Greek Orthodox Church expands its outreach from its immediate area to Assumption Greek Orthodox Church and the Austin community by providing free bicycles, accessories, and basic repair training to under-resourced youth. The Hellenic Foundation grant will support bike distribution, volunteer training, and program materials. The St. George Greek Orthodox Church in Chicago provides over 350 nutritious meals monthly to low-income seniors, homeless individuals, and homebound residents through their Hot Meals to Go program. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help to sustain and expand the Hot Meals to Go outreach program through 2026 to help those in need in the community. St. George Greek Orthodox Church's Kosmas Atelos Thespian project integrates Greek language and learning with theater, helping students express cultural pride through performance of Greek historical and religious events. The Hellenic Foundation grant will fund stage equipment, lighting, and costumes for this immersive educational ministry.
St. George Greek Orthodox Church Young Adult Ministry has a ministry called Orthodox Life, lived, not just believed. It engages young adults through monthly seminars and a book club focused on practical Orthodox living and liturgical participation. The Hellenic Foundation grant will fund materials and educational supplies for this program. St. George Orthodox Cathedral seeks to support Ukrainian refugee families through its Refugee Scholarship Fund. This fund will cover tuition for 2 children attending Guardian Angel Orthodox Day School at St. John the Baptist Greek Orthodox Church. The Hellenic Foundation grant will fund a scholarship for the 2025-26 school year in order to ensure these students receive an Orthodox Christian education. St. Charalambos Aristotle Day and Greek schools are expanding their educational technology with new smart screens and laptops to strengthen instruction in Greek language, history, and faith. Funding from the Hellenic Foundation grant will support the purchase of these tools to create a more engaging and effective learning environment. The Feed My Neighbor program of St. John the Baptist Greek Orthodox Church addresses food insecurity in the Des Plaines area by providing more than 14,000 meals each year through parish-based outreach and meal services. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help cover food costs and sustain this growing, volunteer-driven initiative, particularly important in this area where many other food assistance programs have ended. The Guardian Angel Orthodox Day School of St. John the Baptist Greek Orthodox Church is building a culture of philanthropy. The school plans to hire an advancement director to strengthen fundraising and enrollment initiatives. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help fund a new position which will help launch its Guardian Angel Fund.
The Pythagoras School of St. John the Baptist Greek Orthodox Church plans to upgrade their educational technology. The Hellenic Foundation grant will cover the cost of interactive smart boards to improve student engagement and enhance Greek language instruction. Team Belong Ministry fosters inclusion and belonging for Orthodox families impacted by disability. The Hellenic Foundation grant will fund its 2026 programming across multiple Chicagoland parishes through retreats, gatherings, life skills, classes, and public outreach events. The community of St. Nectarios Greek Orthodox Church seeks to build a new playground in order to support its growing day school, Sunday school, and Greek school programs. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help fund the project cost in order to help the church complete this project and enhance student safety and engagement. Pericles Greek School of St. Sophia Greek Orthodox Church in Elgin is modernizing instruction through digital learning tools, laptops, and the Elinopoula platform. The Hellenic Foundation grant will fund the classroom technology and updated Greek language materials. Archangel Academy Preschool of St. Spiridon Greek Orthodox Church aims to continue its social-emotional learning program to promote empathy, self-regulation, and a collaboration in preschoolers. The Hellenic Foundation grant will fund educational materials and classroom technology for the preschool.
St. Spiridon Greek Orthodox Church's Iconography School teaches Orthodox iconography and aims to expand its reach to youth and youth students. The Hellenic Foundation grant will fund art supplies, instructional materials, and instructor support in order to expand their Sacred Arts program. Plutarchos Academy Greek School of St. Spiridon Greek Orthodox Church plans to expand its mission through an adult Greek language program offered in person and online to promote Hellenism and intergenerational learning. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help fund technology and materials for the Academy. The Vladimirovo Sunday School promotes the Orthodox faith and culture through arts, iconography, and museum education for children through their Garden of the Mother of God program. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help fund educational materials, theatrical equipment, and classroom resources. The Z-Life Hellenic Disability Community Outreach Program promotes inclusion for individuals with disabilities through adaptive recreational events like fishing trips, a beach festival, and participation in Chicago's Disability Pride Parade. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help fund 3 key outreach programs in order to include individuals and families from the Hellenic community. The annual Religious Educational Conference of the Greek Orthodox Metropolis of Chicago Department of Religious Education will host the 2026 Pre-Lenten Conference, To the Ends of the Earth and America Too, exploring Orthodox witness in modern society. The Hellenic Foundation grant will fund the event at St. Andrew's Greek Orthodox Church in Chicago.
Family Synexes. The Greek Orthodox Metropolis of Chicago's Family Synexes ministry aims to strengthen Orthodox family life through retreats, parenting education, and alumni engagement. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help expand year-round family ministry initiatives in 2026. The Greek Orthodox Metropolis of Chicago has planned 2 educational events in 2025 and 26, a Greek education seminar for teachers and a history fair celebrating Greek culture. The Hellenic Foundation grant will go towards program costs for these Greek education seminars. The Greek Orthodox Metropolis of Chicago's Lighthouse program offers spiritual and leadership development for recent high school graduates, bridging the tradition to college life. The Hellenic Foundation grant will help fund the cost of the 2026 session. The Project Hope Ministry of the Greek Orthodox Metropolis of Chicago provides meals and engagement activities to 5,000 seniors across the Chicagoland area through parish volunteers, delivering 45,000 meals annually. The Hellenic Foundation grant will fund transportation and costs in order to support meal delivery and senior outreach. The St. Iakovos Retreat Center's Bright Friday Feast Day brings together over 300 parishioners for Divine Liturgy and a fellowship each spring. The Hellenic Foundation grant will cover event costs, including tents, food, and staffing for this celebration. The Greek Metropolis of Chicago YAL Chicago Conference gathers over 500 young adults for faith, fellowship, and service during their President's Day weekend event. The Hellenic Foundation grant will go towards supporting speaker costs, registration subsidies, making the conference more accessible to attendees.
Congratulations to this year's Grant Award recipients who continue to do the work that is making a difference in our community.
On behalf of the Hellenic Foundation, its officers, board members, executive director, and staff, thank you for watching our 2025 grant program, and I wish you all a blessed evening.